In our last mathematics period, in second chapter, we have studied the standard form of quadratic equations. Also, we have studied the roots of quadratic equations. Now, we are going to solve some examples from practice set 2.1. So, practice set 2.1, question number 2. Practice set 2.1, question number 2. Decide which of the following are quadratic equations. So, example 1 is x square plus 5x minus 2. Now, if we compare this equation to the standard form, that is so here in this equation there is one variable and the maximum index of the variable is 2. And here a, b, c, that means here a is equal to a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5, c is equal to minus 2. These are all real numbers. Therefore, we can say that x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. So our answer is a quadratic equation. That means according to definition there is only one variable and the maximum index of the variable is 2. Not more than 2 or not less than 2. And also a, b, c are real numbers. Therefore, this is called quadratic equation. Now example 3. Y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. So this is our given equation. Now to decide whether it is quadratic equation or not, first we have to write this equation in standard form. So this is our given equation y square plus 1 upon y is equal to 2. Now we will write this equation in standard form. So multiply both the sides by y. So here after multiplying here we get y into y square, we get y cube. If you multiply here y, then y gets cancelled, here remains only 1. And if you multiply 2 by y, here we get 2y. So here in this equation the maximum index is 3. So this is not a quadratic equation, because in quadratic equation the maximum index of variable is 2, but here after simplifying this, here we get the maximum index of variable y 3. So this equation is not quadratic equation. Example 4. Now this is our given equation, x plus 1 upon x is equal to minus 2. Now we will try to write this equation in standard form. For that, multiply both the sides of equation by x. So after multiplying, here we get x into x, x square, plus 1 upon x into x, we get x cancel, remains 1, minus 2 into x, minus 2x. Okay, now write in standard form x square. Now this minus 2 is on right hand side. Take this minus 2 on left hand side, it becomes plus 1 is equal to 0. Now this is according to the standard form. So maximum index of the variable is 2. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, c is equal to 3 are real numbers. Therefore x plus 1 upon x is equal to minus 2 is quadratic equation. So in this way, by simplifying, you can solve remaining examples, 5th and 6th. Simplify 5th and 6th, and then decide whether the equations are quadratic equations or not. Now we will solve the question number 3. Question number 3. Write the following equations in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And then write the values of a, b, c for each equation. So example 1. 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. So here we have to write this equation in the form, that means in standard form. To write the equation in standard form, so take all the terms to the left hand side, and on the right hand side there will be 0. So all terms should be on left hand side, and on right hand side there is 0. So we will write this equation as a standard form. This is our given equation. Y is equal to 10 minus y square. So this minus y square is on right hand side. Take it to the left, it becomes plus y square. So 2y as it is, plus 2y. This minus 10 plus 10 will become minus 10 is equal to 0. Now this is in the form ax square plus bx plus c. And if you compare so after comparing, we get here the coefficient of y square is 1. That is a is equal to 1. The coefficient of y, that is middle term. The coefficient of middle term is 2. That means b is equal to 2. And the third term is a constant c minus 10. So values of a, b, c are 1, 2 and minus 10 respectively. Now Example 2. Into bracket x plus 1 bracket square is equal to 2x plus 3. Now we will simplify this first. This is our given equation. Into bracket x plus 1 bracket square is equal to 2x plus 3. Now first we will expand this bracket. To expand this bracket, we can use the expansion formula. Sorry, in example here is not plus, here is minus. Into bracket x minus 1 bracket square is equal to 2x plus 3. So minus is here. So first we will expand this. To expand this, we have to use an expansion formula. This expansion formula, a minus b bracket square. That means here a is equal to x and b is equal to 1. So this formula expansion of this bracket is a square minus 2ab plus b square. That means first term square minus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. So here using this expansion we can expand this bracket. That means first term square, that means x square minus 2 into first term into second term, that means 2 into x into 1, that is 2x, plus square of the second term, that means square of 1 is 1, is equal to 2x plus 3 as it is. Now take all the terms to the left hand side. So here we get x square minus 2x plus 1 as it is. Take these two terms, here we get minus 2x minus 3, on the right hand side we get here 0. Now see here x square. Here minus 2x these are similar terms. So we can add this minus 2x plus minus 2x, we get minus 4x. And 1 minus 3 we get minus 2. So this is standard form. Now if you compare this to the x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then we get here a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to minus 2. That means coefficient of square term 1, coefficient of middle variable minus 1 and last term minus 2. Now fourth example, this is given example 3m square is equal to 2m square minus 9. Now take all these terms from right hand side to left hand side. Here we get 3m square minus 2m square plus 9 is equal to 0. Now see here 3m square, 2m square, these are similar terms. So subtract here 3m square minus 2m square, here we get m square plus 9 is equal to 0. Now here square term is here, last term is here, middle term is not here. So we can write middle term by taking its coefficient 0. So here we get m square plus 0m plus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, now this is standard form. Now compare this with x square plus bx plus c, we get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, c is equal to 9. So in this way you try to solve the remaining examples of question number 3. Now we will solve question number 4. Determine whether Determine whether the values given against each of the quadratic equation are roots of equation. Question number 4. Determine whether the values given against each of the quadratic equation are the roots of the equation. So, in first example, the quadratic equation is given x square plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0, and the values of variables are given, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1. Now we have to determine that whether these two values are roots of this equation. Now we will see one by one. So see here, this is the given equation. X square plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now see here, first put the value of variable, given value of variable x is equal to 1. First we will try for plus 1. So here put x is equal to 1. Now left hand side of the equation is x square plus 4x minus 5. First take the left hand side and put the value of x. So here value of x is 1 square plus 4 into 1 minus 5. So here 1 square we get 1 plus 4 into 1 we get 4. So that is equal to 1 plus 4, 5 minus 5, and 5 minus 5 is equal to 0, and that is equal to RHS. That means here the value of left hand side is 0 and value of RH, the right hand side is also 0, and therefore left hand side is equal to right hand side, and therefore if both the sides are equal, then the given value of variable is the root of the equation, and therefore your answer is x is equal to 1 is root of x square plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1 is the root of x square plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now we will try for minus 1. The value of variable x is equal to minus 1. So here put x is equal to minus 1. So left hand side. So put x is equal to minus 1, we get minus 1 square plus 4 into minus 1 minus 5. Minus 1 square we get plus 1. 4 into minus 1 we get minus 4 minus 5. Therefore LHS is equal to 1 minus 4 minus 5 we get minus 9, that is equal to minus 8. So here left hand side is minus 8 and right hand side is 0. That means left hand side and right hand sides are not equal. Therefore, so here left hand side is for the value of variable x is equal to minus 1. So here left hand side is equal to minus 8. But in the equation right hand side is 0. So both sides are not equal. That means LHS is not equal to RHS. So answer is x is equal to minus 1 is not root of x square plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. So in this way we can solve the second example also. Now we will take the fifth example. Now question number 5. Find k if x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 is a root of equation kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. We know that if x is equal to 3 is a root, then after putting x is equal to 3 in this equation, both the sides of the equation must be equal. That means if x is equal to 3 is the root, then both sides are equal. So we will put here in this equation x is equal to 3. Kx square minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. Put x is equal to 3. So here we get k into 3 square minus 10 into 3. The value of x is 3 plus 3 is equal to 0. So here square of 3 is 9. So 9 into k we get 9k minus 10 into 3 we get minus 30 plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore 9k minus 30 plus 3 we get minus 27. Therefore we want to find the value of this k. So put this term to the left hand side and take minus 27 to the right. So we get 9k is equal to 27. Therefore k is equal to 27 upon 9. 9 3s are 27. So the value of k is 3. So our answer is k is equal to 3. So now you try to solve question number 6. So solution is given, you have to fill the boxes there to solve, to find the value of k. And now in next period we will learn to solve quadratic equations. How to solve quadratic equation by different methods.